Good morning, one and all. Today, we are going to see the comparison of transmission cost allocation methods in restructured power system um, over other techniques. So, as far as now, in the last previous classes, we have discussed in detail about the post stampage method, contract path method, megawatt mile method, MVA-Mile method, and unused transmission capacity methods. So, mainly the postage stamp method, it is based on the uniform megawatt charge. Okay, so irrespective of the distance, uniform megawatt charge. Okay, so if distance is less, also more, also uniform charge will be. Next is contracted path. Contracted path method also we have seen, but they are telling like whatever the power has to follow the predefined path for that buses, it has to travel in certain buses, that is contracted buses. Then based on that, the charges will be done. Next, megawatt mile method. It is nothing but megawatt into distance. Okay, and the rupees cost per unit. That also we have seen. And megawatt, what is the thing is, only we are concentrating on the active power. Okay, we are not concentrating on the reactive power and all. Next is MVA mile method. In this MVA mile method, this is apparent power, so which combines is the real power and as well as the reactive power. So MVA into distance. Okay, so this method also like mostly used. Why? Because here megawatt also we are dealing with, MVA are also we are dealing with, and distance and that the cost, that also we are dealing. Next comes the unused transmission capacity method. So in unused transmission capacity method, it is based on the UTC. That means total capacity minus the used capacity. So that unused transmission capacity. So that also everything is that it should not be lost for any transmission owners. But only thing is MBA we are not considering. That is reactive power and all we are not considering. So that is one limitation is there. So and these two methods are mostly used method. That is MBA mile method and unused capacity method are somewhat mostly used method. Next comes the comparison of the transmission cost allocation method. So here we are dealt with the features of simplicity, sensitivity, and actual power flow, reactive power, congestion signal, economic efficiency, and fairness. And here these are the techniques. That is postage stamp method, contract path method, megawatt mile method, MVA mile method, and UTC method. So, if you take like postage stamp method, the simplicity is very, very high. It is very, very simple. So, but it is not distance sensitive. Actual power flow also we are not considering. Reactive power also we are not considering. Congestion signal not there. Economic efficiency is low and fairness also low. So that's why it is used in the very earlier method. Next comes the contract path method. In this contract path method, simplicity is somewhat high, and next that the distance sensitivity is also there, but very partial it is there. Actual power flow we are not following because as per the contract path method, sorry, contracted transmission line alone, the power should flow like that. Some consideration contracts we have written, but here the it not consider the reactive power also, congestion signal also it is not taking into account, and economic efficiency is low and fairness also low. That's why it is used in the initial earlier days of the restructured power market. Next comes the megawatt mile method. In the megawatt mile method, everything was okay, but here reactive power we are not dealing with. Simplicity is somewhat medium. Distance sensitivity is there. Actual power flow we are following. That means AC power flow we are following. Next, not AC power flow. It is DC power flow we are following. Next, reactive power we are not considering. Congestion signal is partial. Next, economic efficiency is medium and fairness also medium. Next comes the MVA mile method. in the MVA-Mile method, simplicity is low. Okay, so simplicity is less, and then distance sensitivity is also there. Actual power flow is there. Reactive power, they are considering congestion signal. They are doing partial, considering as a partial one. Next, economic efficiency is high and fairness also high. So that's why this method is mostly used. But here, congestion signal is a little bit partial, and simplicity is somewhat lesser, and also more. That means complexity is somewhat more. If simplicity is less, means complexity is more for implementing this method. And next comes the unused transmission capacity method. In this method, simplicity is also same low. That means complexity is high. Next, distance sensitivity is partial, and actual power flow also there. That is indirectly we are doing the actual power flow. Next, it is not considering reactive power. Congestion signal is there. Economic efficiency is high. Fairness also high. So these two methods are mostly used. And but here the reactive power is not considered. No, so megawatt MVA-Mile method is mostly used. Okay, sometimes what they'll do is, as I said in our earlier classes, it is not mandatory like you have to go for only MVA-Mile method or UTC method like that. Sometimes what they'll do is they'll make a hybrid. Okay, MVA-Mile plus and unused transmission capacity method, like hybrid combination. And which is, say for example, this part is not, so they will consider MVA here, and here the actual power flow here, so this they will consider like that. Congestion signal here, MVA-Mile is partial, but UTC fully it is. So that's why we can go for hybrid method. So which are the factors and all low? That factors we can add it over here, and the resultant will be good. So these are the comparison with the all the transmission cost allocation method. Next, which is best? Which method is the best? So this no single method is the best, because as we discussed. So what are the main goal of this preferred method is, say for example, postage stamp method. The main goal is for simplicity, but it is not used earlierly. They might have used this. Next, contract path method, also simplicity, so not used. So this yeah, megawatt-Mile method, distance fairness is there. Next, MVA-Mile method, voltage support and voltage and reactive support is there. Next, unused transmission capacity method is also congestion management is my main thing. And MVA-Mile method and UTC both having advanced studies. But that's why better you can go for hybrid, and you can utilize the advanced studies. So this is the comparison.